Doggy? I can say that because I'm from Arizona, but also it just means I'm getting comfortable on here with you, by myself, whatever the case may be. Just got off of my bi-monthly coaching call with Glow from the Life Leap, which I'm really appreciating. I feel very much in the zone because all of yesterday I took the whole day to catch up on all of their videos and modules within the course, and so things are just clicking differently, and I'm just like, I'm in it and wanting to really, I could just feel this momentous like moving forward energy. So I'm here responding to my environment, aka coaching session, and wanting to share with you what we got from what was shared amongst the folks that are in the program along with myself. I took up a lot of space because I told them, I was like, I'm all glowed up right now because I've been taking in so much content from them. And for today, we talked about how we're going to focus for November. What up? Hey. We're on the IG Live. You're good. We're going to go to farmer's market right now? Okay. We're going to go to the farmer's market right now, but I'm going to share with you this most important part. Alyssa. You can't find them on Instagram because they're currently taking a break. So it was like, what is the one thing for November? So what is one thing that you're learning? What is one thing that you're loving? And what is one thing that you're launching? You two already know I'm on Instagram right now. Should be outside. So, anyways, what's up, Anthony? One thing I'm learning for November, or I did in October, is that less is more. As you all know, as an educator and someone that loves to learn, I have idolized knowledge so much so that since 2020 in the pandemic, like online courses, lots of gurus and coaches and things of that sort, like I was like taking it all in. What I've come to the conclusion is that less is more in the sense of like, I'm just choosing one coach, which is Glow. I'm just choosing one like audio book just on repeat. You know, I'm just choosing one actual book to keep going back to, which for me is the Bible. And there's a lot of other books, but it's somehow silly enough pointing its way back to it, you know? So the thing that I'm loving for November is being in this transition, realizing that if we are the DJ to our lives and our life is a song, like being in this current transition from one song to the next, like I'm really enjoying this moment, even though there's a lot of uncertainty. As in the last video, we were talking about the 6 human needs based off of Tony Robbins, in which we need certainty, which thankfully we have roof over our head, we have food in our bellies, and we're about to go to the farmer's market, so we're going to get some groceries in the fridge, which is great. But the second thing also is the uncertainty. I'm currently in a season of transition of uncertainty of like, okay, this is my first jab at business, but there's a lot of uncertainty with that because of all the information that I've been consuming for the past 4 years. And then the other ones are love and connection, growth, and those fulfill the human needs, but what fulfills the spiritual need is growth and contribution. So that's the transition right now. It's like, okay, we have all of these 4 needs met for the human, but how can I really fulfill my spirit? And so being in this moment of growth and how to contribute back to others has been the uncertainty that comes with all of that. And the last thing that for November I'm focusing on is the launching. And what I've had to realize and have the conversation with myself is like, I feel most that joy and alignment and super infused with energy when I am helping people launch their stuff. And so one of that is by doing my virtual interviews, which is every interview platform I've had, whether it's my Phoenix Rising, whether it's my podcast, whether it's all of these things. I'm like, okay, I know somebody needs this. Who needs this? So then I've had to have an honest conversation with myself, take a step back. How can I help people that I really love and believe in their work and their impact? And so I believe in coaches' work and impact because I believe that those are the people that are the educators that decided not to go into the educational system and have decided to come out into this internet space and serve people in that way. So now the launch is how can I peg myself to be the coach's sidekick? And so in hindsight, you know, if you take us back to the classroom, I would say that I was a little bit of a teacher's pet, but more rebellious than not. And so I think those are things that we need to think about as we're about to wrap up 2024 and move into 2025 is like, who were we when we were younger before the world told us who we are? And yeah, I was that kid that used to get in trouble a lot for talking too much, aka this is why we're doing the virtual interview. interviews, but at the same time, I was also really helpful and really wanted to help the teacher at the end of the day and was able to corral the class sometimes. And so how can we now take that into this quote unquote adult life and grown up life? And to be honest, I'm just feeling fully like aligned with that and really infused with energy with that. So as you are coming into November, I know you're going to be going into some reflection mode. So if you want to do this for yourself, what is one thing in November that you're learning? What's one thing in November that you're loving? And what's one thing in November that you're launching? And then Glow also suggested, think of a word that you want to have for 2025. And the word that's been percolating on my heart is poise. And I say that because in the midst of uncertainty, how can I still face that uncertainty with poise? And knowing that whatever it is I want is on the other side of fears, on the other side of doubt, is on the other side of the uncertainty. And so just staring my fears in the face and being poised about it and being like, I got this. So whatever it is for y'all, I hope that you have a word for 2025. And I will see you all possibly later today if I feel inspired by my environment. If not, I will see you all tomorrow. All right, be well. Bye now.